Alright, so I just got my newer brand X1 teleprompter in. I'm pretty curious to see how this works. I want to test the ease of use and the actual quality of the product itself. So let's check it out. So first, let's see what we have in the box. So we got a little instruction manual here, a little lens towel. We have, looks to be the hood, little flathead, screws in here. This is your phone camera mount if you're going to be using your phone to record. And then we have multi-function folding tripod head. I don't know if these pieces are part of the build or these are just little pieces for the shipping. Here we go, see here. And then this is going to be your actual unit itself. Oh, and this right here, very important, because some teleprompters don't include a remote. I'm very curious to see how this connects, if it's through IR or if it's through Bluetooth. We'll figure that part out in a second. So let's put this thing together. All right, so these pieces here are part of your unit. They're not part of the packaging. So the first step is to mount the balancing bar onto the tripod. Now that we have that on, we're gonna attach these little pieces right here. You got 1, 2 there. See, so what I'm going off right here is pictures. And these pictures aren't even that clear to what you're supposed to actually be doing. See, I just be looking at this picture right here because the next step says the teleprompter should be mounted at the end of the balancing bar. So is it end the back part or is it end considered the front part? What end is it going to be? I really don't know. Okay, so right here at this picture down here, what it's telling me, let me do it sideways, by the picture and not by the actual instructions, is that it's going to be mounted to the front here. So let me do this sideways to make it a little bit easier. Install the L-shaped bracket, which is kind of funny because I'm thinking that these two here are your phone holder brackets. And this bracket would be the L-shaped bracket. One thing I would say which would make things a little bit easier is to have little stickers or something on here, A, B, C, so you know what parts they actually are. So far I give the instructions out of 1 to 10, a 2. We're gonna install the L-shaped bracket right here. I believe I can put the L-shaped bracket here, but this little screw right here is not long enough. I'm just gonna put it to the side for now. Not making too much sense here so far. That right there, let me scroll back here. That right there just fell out. Little screw right here. And I just fell down. So there's barely enough thread for this to mount. It will stay on there, but it's barely hanging on. And then your phone's gonna sit in there just like that. A funny thing here, which tells you that they just threw this instruction manual together very quickly. It says connect your device with Zower phone or tablet, which should be yours. Next, we're going to install the hood. I'm going to take this piece off here. And it doesn't really tell you which direction to install it. You will think it's all the same, but it's not. Not a big deal. But going back to the instructions, not really giving you too much detail. Is there an up or down? It doesn't really say. All right, so we got that installed. Okay, next we install the Z bracket, which would be this bracket here. And again, it's not telling you which way to install it. I'm just going off the pictures here. That one went on fairly easy. So when you mount the camera, you don't want this bracket to go down. So you're gonna have to tighten this up with that Allen wrench right here. And I think right here, I believe also. Next step is to mount the camera, and this is the part that I'm kind of concerned about because you have a piece of glass in the front of the unit, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to change all my settings, my camera settings, because it might be a little bit darker, but we'll find out. Might have to move this up a little bit. Funny for a host of reasons. I have a lens cap on. I don't have a battery or a memory card installed. Okay, so let's get the lens cap off. Memory card, battery, that back. Next, let's talk about the remote. You will have to install batteries because they don't come with the system. So it's gonna be 2 AAA batteries. Then from there, you're gonna turn your unit on right here. And when you leave it pressed down, it should start to blink. Okay, and when it blinks, you should see it come up on your Bluetooth. So right here I have 2 newer RGB 480s, which the 480s are gonna be my LED panels, and then the IN MEI. So we're gonna pair that. So it is Bluetooth, that's the thing I was wondering about. So we're gonna go to done, and let's see if it's compatible with the software that I am using. So the software I'm using is called Elegant Teleprompter. And this teleprompter was $2.99, and the reason I did get this one, there's a regular free version, but this one that's $2.99. You could install your you could import your files from Google Drive. So you're looking at my laptop here. This is where I actually type out my whole script. From here I just export it to Drive. So we're gonna go to script here, and let's see if it works. So I'm just gonna start it up. All right, so there's our script. Oh, it's changing the speed here. I like that. Can you see that there? When I press the A, it lowers the speed. And when I press the Y button here, it picks the speed up. And that's really all I can ask for. Can it pause it? Let's see. Oh, it jumps it down, or it takes it up. Is there a pause button? Oh, there's no pause. Oh, maybe up here. I believe this one might be pause. No. No, so this one right here doesn't do anything on this software. It might work on the software that's made for this teleprompter, but I didn't want to use that. Just using this one here since I already paid for it. So this button right here doesn't do anything. This little toggle right here doesn't do anything. And this button up top doesn't do anything. So it's just gonna be this keypad right here, this button pad. All right, so just a little update. I figured out how to stop and start from your remote. From this app, the Elegant Teleprompter Pro, there's remote settings, which I'm sure there are with all the different apps, but I didn't know that. So we're gonna stop, we're gonna start. Before you can start using your teleprompter, you're gonna have to mirror your image. See how it looks backwards? So when it reflects off the actual lens, it's gonna look the right way. So it actually looks decent. It doesn't show on the full screen like it shows you on the product page, like from top to bottom. You can see where the phone ends right here, but it's still readable. The newer model, the bigger one, it has more of a hood to make it out a little bit more, make it a little bit darker, and make those words pop, make them a little bit more vibrant. But I mean, it does the job, especially for the price, not too bad. One thing I do like about this is that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more on the side over here. It has 5 hot shoes. So that is very useful, especially since I'm not able to see the screen anymore. This reverse screen here, I'm usually able to see what I'm recording. This the screen flips over and I'm able to see what I'm doing. I won't be able to see that anymore, so I'm probably gonna have to spend some more money, get a display for the top of this unit right here. And if you wanted to, you could even mount some lighting or something like that on the side. And this right here is from the top of the unit. Go a little bit farther back here. I don't know what this flathead was for because I didn't use it, but it was included in the kit. Overall, pretty decent little system here. The instruction manual, I give it a 1 out of 10. The clarity, I give it maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. But overall, it does the job I needed to do. I want to thank you for watching. Check you on the next one.